Hi, my name's Amanda and I'm 23 years old, and I wanted to share a story with you guys. When I was 15 years old, my parents were traveling a lot for the ministry, and I just started to feel unimportant and just not their main priority. And I started to get mad at God because I blamed him for everything wrong in my life. I felt like I couldn't have fun like a normal teenager because I was the pastor's kid, and I felt like, I didn't get attention from my parents because they were too focused on helping other people. And at the time, I didn't understand that. And so I started to rebel a little bit, drinking and partying with my friends, and eventually I got caught, which made me even more mad at God and more bitter, and I was grounded for a long time, and I just started to become a mean person, and I just wasn't happy in life. Then my dad would take me aside, and he'd have these long conversations with me, trying to speak into my life and get me back on the right track. But at the time, I didn't want to hear it. I was so mad at him and so mad at God. And but day after day, he would have these conversations with me, and eventually the words started sinking in, and I knew that without God in my life, I wasn't going to have a happy life. If this was any indication of how the future would be, it would not be a good future for me. And so one day I started thinking about, what God has done for me. He's given everything. He gave his only son so that I could be forgiven of these sins that I'm spitefully committing. And, just realizing that just made me break down and cry. And I asked God, like, please forgive me. I don't know why I'm being so selfish and so mean and so bitter. And this is not who I want to be. This is not who you made me to be. And for the first time in months at that point, I just felt this light come into my room, and I just felt this overwhelming forgiveness and grace of God. And I knew he forgave me, and I immediately knew that I didn't want to waste any more time in my life seeking other things, because God was the only thing that's going to make me happy. And the next day was Sunday, and at church, Katie and Pablo came up to me and said, hey, we've been praying, and we really feel like God told us to give you this car. And it was a little red convertible car, and I was about to get my license, but at that point I had no prospects for cars. I didn't think I was gonna get a car, and I just knew that it was God's way of saying that I'm here for you, I forgive you, and I want to make you happy. All you have to do is to repent and come to me, and I will give you the desires of your heart. And this story, or this situation, has always stuck with me. Anytime I'm going through a trial, or I feel like I can't find God in this situation, I look back to this time in my life and I think, well, I couldn't find him in this situation either, but I was the one standing in my own way, when all along he was waiting there patiently to make my life better and turn it around. And that's something that always will help me, and I hope it will help you too. So there you go.
Hey guys, everybody's got a story and we want to hear yours.
That's right. So to see more stories like this, please click the Watch More button at the end of this clip.
And if you would like to submit your story, you can contact us on Facebook, or you can email us at ucn.young@gmail.com.
Just remember, your story could change theirs.
Thanks, guys.